in a Hum vehicle of the defendants. They found the magazine clip for Glock 45. The ballistic evidence has already suggested that a Glock was used based on the rifling profile, and on that in that Hummer, on the gear shift was the defendant's handprint, or strike that, his fingerprint. And on the box of ammo at the apartment was his fingerprints as well.
That's a taste of the prosecution's evidence against Aaron Hernandez. The bold question tonight, did Aaron Hernandez pull the trigger? Benny Politans over at the HLNTV.com evidence room.
Thanks, Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury, I'm here with Chris Domino, sports talk show host, and we're together going to walk through the timeline. And the way we can build this timeline against Aaron Hernandez is because so much of it is caught on tape, and we're talking about videotape here. Let's begin at 1:09 a.m. 1:09 a.m., Aaron Hernandez rents a silver Nissan that leaves his house. It's seen on video leaving his house at 1:09. So he's going somewhere. Nothing good happens at 1 o'clock in the morning, does it, Chris?
I've been told that. You've been told that. Sometimes it turns out to be the actual truth.
2 o'clock in the morning. What's next? 2 o'clock. A surveillance video at a gas station shows Aaron Hernandez buying blue Bubblicious gum, which will be important in this case, but it's very distinct.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, you can't hide that. In a lot of ways, it wasn't hidden, perhaps the way that Aaron Hernandez and company needed it to be.
2:33 in the morning. What is next? Surveillance video, again, of the victim in this case, getting into the car with Hernandez, into that Nissan. So now you've got the victim with Aaron Hernandez at 2:30 in the morning. It gets worse for Aaron Hernandez. 3:23 in the morning. This is a very significant time. It's so significant. There we go. Here we go. 3:23 a.m. Surveillance video of the silver Nissan entering a pit. Now, this is only half a mile from Hernandez's home, and it's an area where you can see it's almost like a landfill pit. That car going in there on video at 3:23. 3:25 a.m. This is when the victim is shot and killed. And again, Chris, this is just half a mile from Hernandez's house. Those gunshots heard by workers that night.
And in case anybody's wondering, Vinny, you also talk about, well, where would you get tape? It's surveillance tape. Not much is a secret in this world. Hard to keep a two-person secret, let alone when the cameras might be on you.
And these cameras were rolling all night. 3:27 in the morning. What happens next? Here we go. Surveillance video of the silver Nissan then leaving that pit. So the shooting takes place. 2 minutes later, Hernandez is leaving. 3:33. Where is Hernandez? Home surveillance video. He's back inside, and Chris, there in his left hand is a gun. And I believe he's a lefty.
Well, the other thing that's going to come into play is if you say it's a gun, this jury and another jury, when it comes to it, is going to have to be basically believing that that's a gun.
That's not a Snickers bar, and it's not Bubblicious gum because it's not blue.
It's one thing to say it. It's going to be another thing to actually prove that's what was in his hand.
Absolutely. 3:40 a.m. What is next? Surveillance unit at Hernandez's home is then turned off. He shuts down the surveillance video a little too late.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're up again now at 3:40 in the morning doing something along those lines, the premise would be you are hiding something. Now they're starting to put those pieces together.
Now, 5:30 p.m., not a.m., p.m., Hernandez returns the silver Nissan. It's got a broken side mirror. There is chewed blue gum inside, and very importantly, a spent .45 caliber casing inside, the same type of casing that was found at the pit where the victim, Odin Lloyd, was murdered.